I once believed that love was the safest place in the world, that when the storms of life raged outside, home would be the one shelter that never betrayed me. I was wrong. Because sometimes the storm is not outside your home. It is lying right beside you. It started on a night I thought was ordinary. Her smile was warm, her laughter soft. We were celebrating our anniversary, candles flickering on the table, music humming low in the background. I raised my glass, toasting to love, to years of togetherness. And yet, in the middle of that laughter, her phone buzzed. Just a sound, just a vibration. But something inside me shifted. I saw the way her eyes darted to the screen, the way her lips curled into a smile I had not seen in months. A smile too private, too intimate, to belong to me. She excused herself, just for a moment, she said, her voice calm, her footsteps hurried. I waited. Minutes passed. My heart pounded louder with every second. When she returned, her cheeks flushed, her eyes brighter than the candlelight, I knew something was broken. I didn't ask. Not yet. Because sometimes silence tells you more than words ever could. The 2 days that followed were filled with shadows. She stayed late at work. She guarded her phone like it was treasure. She laughed at messages I never saw. And when I reached for her at night, she turned away, claiming exhaustion. I wanted to believe it was stress, fatigue, anything but betrayal. But the truth, like a wound, kept bleeding. One night, when she fell asleep with her phone clutched in her hand, I finally did what I had never done before. I crossed the line of trust. I unlocked her phone. And there it was. Messages, photographs, promises whispered to another man, words she once said to me, now given to someone else. I read them all, every sentence slicing through. Me like glass, the woman I loved, the woman I trusted, was not mine anymore. She belonged to someone else. I didn't scream. I didn't wake her. I sat in the darkness, phone in hand, while she slept peacefully beside me, unaware that her secrets were no longer safe. And in that silence, I made a choice. I would not confront her with tears. I would not beg her to stay. I would give her a gift, the gift of truth. Delivered not with anger, but with precision. Step 1. I gathered proof. Screenshots of messages. Calls logged. Photographs saved. Every lie she thought was invisible, I carved into evidence. Step 2. I studied patience, because betrayal demands timing. Revenge is not a storm. It is a scalpel. Step 3. I built my moment, an anniversary dinner. The same candles, the same music, the same setting where love was once alive. But this time, I wasn't toasting to love. I was toasting to endings. The night arrived. She wore her best dress, the one I had gifted her years ago. She smiled, radiant, unaware that this was no celebration. I poured her wine. I lit the candles. We sat across from each other, 2 actors in a play she thought she was still directing. And then, I placed her phone on the table. Unlocked, screens glowing with her secrets. Her smile faltered. Her hand froze halfway to her glass. Her eyes widened, reflecting the flames of the candles. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't ask her why. Instead, I slid the phone toward her and whispered, "Read it." Out loud. She shook her head. Tears welled in her eyes, but I insisted. And so, with trembling hands, she read her own betrayal, every word echoing in the quiet room. When the last message left her lips, silence swallowed us whole. She began to cry. She reached for me, pleading, explaining, blaming loneliness, blaming mistakes, blaming the emptiness she felt. But her excuses were dust against the weight of the truth. She had chosen someone else. I listened, not with anger but with clarity, because in that moment I understood something. She was not sorry she betrayed me. She was sorry she got caught. I stood. I poured my wine onto the floor, and I looked at her one last time. Then I said the only words that mattered. This is my gift to you. The truth, and the truth will follow you long after I am gone. And then I left. The days after were not easy. She tried to call. She tried to beg. She sent letters, messages, apologies written in desperation, but I never answered. Because betrayal is not healed by apologies. It is only remembered as a scar. Weeks passed, and her world began to unravel. The man she thought was her future left her, frightened by the exposure of their secrets. Her friends turned away, whispers staining her reputation. And she, the woman who once believed she was untouchable, was left alone with nothing but guilt. Meanwhile, I walked forward, not because I was unbroken, but because I refused to stay broken. I poured my pain into my work, my dreams, my life. And slowly, the wound closed. Now, when I look back, I don't see her betrayal as the end of my story. I see it as the beginning of a stronger one. Because in losing her, I found myself. In the ashes of betrayal, I discovered a fire that no one can extinguish. And the man who once believed love was the safest place now knows. The only safe place is within yourself. So to the woman who cheated, who thought I would collapse under the weight of her lies, I have this to say. You gave me pain, yes, but you also gave me power. Because you showed me the truth, and the truth set me free. And to anyone listening, remember this. If the one you trust most betrays you, don't waste your life in tears. Don't beg for love that doesn't value you. Stand up, walk away, and let the truth be the gift that saves you. Because sometimes the greatest revenge is not destroying them. It is becoming everything they thought you could never be without them.